6:09 now. Did you have a good Christmas, Russ?
I had a great Christmas, Greg. How about yourself?
I did. A lot going on. I'm a little tired, admittedly, but...
Was Santa good to you?
Oh, yes. He's always good to me.
That's great. You look well dressed. Maybe you got some new clothes for the holiday. You never know, right?
I had a sweater or two, yeah.
Yeah, very good. Thanks for that, Greg. Good morning to you, and good morning to everyone else waking up early with us today. Let's look at your weather report. This one brought to you by Innovative Fitness. We're starting out with a bit of a damp morning, and it's nothing more than that. It's overcast, a little bit of drizzle showing up along the leading edge of this warm front I've sort of drawn in here, but there is really a moisture-laden jet stream, another one of these conveyor belts of clouds and rain, and it's working its way through the north coast, down to the central coast, to the west side of Vancouver Island, and eventually sliding right down to our part of the world in time for New Year's Eve, wouldn't you know it. Mind you, I think most of the downpours probably taper off before we get to midnight on New Year's Eve. It's going to be a bit of a close call. We're looking at that warm front again, all the cloud cover, barely a bit of drizzle. The main event, the steady, widespread rain, that's in the rear here, and it holds off until perhaps sometime this evening. So your forecast in the short term here does include some weather warnings, heavy rain along the central coast, heavy rain for the west side of Vancouver Island, snowfall warnings in effect right now for the central and northern parts of the Okanagan and the Shuswap, also parts of the Columbia region, and that's for significant snowfall amounts over about the next 36 hours. Here's your Metro Vancouver forecast with a bit of drizzle this morning, lots of cloud through midday. I'm beginning to think little in the way of precipitation for most of the daylight hours today, but we get hit hard tomorrow. It's heavier rain, 30 to 60 millimeters worth of it. No weather warnings in effect yet. That might change, so stay tuned. We could see some official weather warnings issued for the last day of 2019. Also a bit on the blustery side. The new year begins with some breaks of sun on a windy Wednesday. We'll take that. It clouds over Thursday. We're back to wetter weather at the end of the week. And also it's cooling down. Look at your forecast for early January. The temperature is coming down by a notch or two every day. Hey, good morning, Thor. How was your Christmas?
Oh, it was very good. Santa was very kind to us.
Yeah, better to you or to your kids?
Always to me. I was down to my last pair of socks, so it was nice to get that replenishing.
Amazing how that works out.
By the way,
knows.
I was at the liquor
great.
store and somebody was like, "It's gonna snow. Did you know?" I'm like, "Well, you better check with Russ first before you leave the house."
No, don't check with Russ on days off. No, Russ doesn't answer.